Twitter's popping right now, and I wanted to explain why. But let's take a quick look at Twitter. $51. It's up 30%. So I wanted to wait to shoot this video until Twitter was up 30% today so I could tell you guys why it has true value. Okay, so first, Twitter is up 30% today to $51. An activist took a stake in Twitter a couple of weeks ago, but did nothing with it. Is just waiting because Twitter has been stagnant for 2 full years, while other companies like Snap, multimedia companies, Pins, they're doing quite well. So here's the point about Twitter. Elon Musk took a position. So here are the possibilities and why Twitter could go higher. He owns 9.2%. He spent $3 billion. So technically, for about $30 billion, he could buy up the rest of Twitter and make it exactly what he wants, which is free speech, which is decentralized. To go with the currency, right? To go with cryptocurrency thought process, decentralized speech. So that's exactly why DWAC, that Donald Trump back about free speech. He's making this platform, this app, people can talk, he can tweet out or make comments out there. So basically, Elon Musk is suggesting that Twitter actually gain or follow this type of practice where it's free speech, where you're not policed, where it's policed from the community. So here's what's going on. People actually think, okay, Twitter at $51. Then you have institutions, hedge funds that understand that he could potentially buy this out. Then you have his competition, the same people that do not want DWAC to do well and say, oh, that's bullshit, we can't follow that. Those same people are saying, no, we cannot give Elon free reign of Twitter. We cannot let him give his impact to this company so that they do the free speech and that people could just say whatever they want. So you know what other billionaires could possibly do? Well, they could buy up huge percentages of Twitter. So billionaire A buys up 5% off the books. This guy buys up 5%. But there are like 5 or 6 of them. Any tech billionaire, Jeff Bezos, can basically go and say, you know what, I disagree with this principle. Or let's think of who used to run Twitter, right? Jack Dorsey, who now runs Block or Square as it's known. But so the point is, they have different political views. Elon is on one side and he's on the other side. So they completely do not agree. But when it comes to technology, making money, doing the right thing, that is why I believe Twitter will go higher. And it's not going to surprise me 2 months from now. Elon Musk effect, right? Twitter could be at $70 up another 40%. It's up 30% today, another 40% on top of that. Not exactly be a 100% move, but would be a very strong move. Now it's moving and I think it'll continue to move because what do we have coming up? We have midterm elections coming up. So when midterm elections coming up, Twitter is going to get a lot more use. And then we know one of the larger proponents or people that use Twitter the most is Elon. If you ever follow his account, which I do, there are retweets. He'll tweet a picture of a dog. It'll get like a 10 billion time retweet. I understand his mentality of buying in when he did. As far as his impact on the company, he will not have a direct impact within the first few months, even with midterm elections coming up. But we understand his thought process behind buying in. Not only is it an investment, but it'll currently be a passive investment until you hear news. Now we have so many Elon fans out there, and which I mentioned this morning at 1073 would probably be closer to 11. Well, it's at 1135 right now. We look back at Twitter and let's just see what it looks like right now. A few minutes later, okay, $51. And let's see what the chart could look like because there's got to be consolidation at some point. So where would it potentially consolidate to? So I'm looking for like a nice sized gap. I'm thinking this gap from here to here, so I can see it just under $50. Tomorrow, they could possibly pull it back to $48 and change. That would seem fair. So $48 would be what? $3 from where it is, about 8% lower. So yes, it was up over 30%. Does not mean you have to chase, even if I say it's going to $70. I do believe it's going to $70. But the point is, you want to get the best entry. So wait for consolidation. See if tomorrow, being Tuesday, is an outflow day. Then wait till the afternoon. Say to yourself, okay, does the chart look like it's getting worse or better? Because if you're chasing right now, I would wait for it to consolidate a little. Let's just look at the 1 month chart. I mean, I think it's going higher, but after days like this, generally we see half of the volume. So you'll probably see 100 million. And if it's an outflow day tomorrow, it could definitely consolidate. But I would be entering in for the reasons that I mentioned earlier. So once you get great entry, you're entering in for the following reasons. Another person like Elon Musk took a 6% position last week. Elon, 9% position. His opposition, people that do not want free speech on Twitter and think it's done correctly the way it is, more conservative people of that extent, they might go in and they might buy a couple of percent here, a couple of percent there, which gives them voting rights. As long as there's demand for the stock is likely to go higher.